So traders, I want to talk to you about the oil market, and I'm going to be looking at the USO, which is the ETF, and then also the XLE market in this video, because I want to give you an update around what I'm seeing from here, what I've been talking about, what has actually happened, and what I see coming. Because trading is all about getting ready for opportunities, and sometimes these opportunities take a bit of time to build up, and sometimes it might take a month or more to build up to get a really good successful trade. Now, some people don't like the idea of waiting that long for a good trade, but let me ask you a question. What if that one really good trade made you $100,000? Would that be worth the wait? Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen with this trade, but that's the mindset you want to be thinking about with your positions, right? So looking at the oil market, if we bring this up here, I'm still seeing this from this perspective all through here. We can see we've actually been in this tight triangle pattern through here. And one thing you'll notice when it comes down to this level here is we did actually have this high point up here, this high point down here as well. And we had this sort of coming down through here. Then we started to squeeze up into these levels all through here. So we're squeezing to the downside, and we've been coming low, and then low through this. You can see the continued bouncing all through these levels through here. And one of the things that's really important to see what's happening right now is we are getting a slight little bounce. One of the things I've been saying with oil is that if we go back to now our daily charts, is I was saying that with the oil market, I was expecting a bit of a short-term bounce out of the oil market. And that is because we've just actually spent a bit of time to the downside. So what I'm looking for right now is we actually had a really nice move up, then a very big drop to the downside, right? Big V top to big V top. And what we got through here, the big V top. Now what we want to see is we've had this move on the downside all through here. I've been calling now for a bit of a bounce out of oil. That's exactly what's happened. And now we can see the movement to the upside. What I want to see is I want to see this thing possibly come up to around the 50% level and then hold through here. And then if we can get something like that, we see there's all these support levels all through here, all through here. If we can start to get some sort of breakdown like that coming out of the oil market, if we squeeze up, you can see how we're looking at this level through here. Now, I had a comment on one of my recent YouTube videos about me squeezing it up and looking at the bars real small. One of the most important things that traders, that if you're viewing the markets like this here, right, you're very close. That's okay, right? But you want to be able to get a good understanding. And for me, about reading the market is getting a good understanding of the flow. So if I squeeze the market up through here, I can see the flow of the market, and the flow of the market help me make good decisions. So up and then down and up and then down and up and down and up and down, and you can start to see things from a big picture from here, right? This is just how I do it, right, guys? If you'd like to see my actual real equity curve for the last 12 months, and you can see where I put my money where my mouth is, if you go to getjohnswap.com, that's the second link in the description there. That's an application for my business or for my coaching. But I've actually put up my real equity curve for that last 12 months of trading, and you'll be able to see what my equity curve actually looks like when it comes down to my personal trading. So I do quite well from it. But the whole thing about this here, guys, is whatever works well for you, right? Whatever works well for you of how you view the markets is how you should view the markets. My question to you is, if you're viewing the markets one way or doing something how these markets do, is there's a lot of things that can be potentially missed, and a lot of traders, the biggest mistake a lot of traders make is they're really just focusing on the short-term analysis and not seeing things from a big picture. And so we are getting a bit of rally through here, so we're probably likely to see this thing get up to around the 50% level. And then if we can get that, and we start to get this sort of this rolling over effect here. So if we hold here, so now I can see if this comes down and up and we hold, and then we start to get some sort of a large drop out of oil through here, now the big picture comes involved with it, right? It's the small picture here, but the big picture here says for the last month we've had a major support level there. That tells me we could start to see a bit of a waterfall coming in this particular market real soon. So for you traders out there, what that means by real soon, this could go sideways for another few more months. I know you guys want to see the trade today because you want to make money today. But unfortunately, that's not how trading works. Trading is sometimes a patient game. You know that patient thing that you need to have in life. That's what you need to apply sometimes to actually know all the time to your trading. Because if you're not patient, then guess what ends up happening, which is probably going to be happening to a lot of traders, especially right now. The over trading and the impatience causes you to actually go backwards and lose money. And then you come on my YouTube channel and call me an idiot, and I'm listening. So we see that through that, right? We see this is the USO through. So this is our oil here. But if I start to look at here, if I start to look at other markets that I can start to utilize things like options over, which I like, is this is the one when it comes to the USO market, right? We can see the USO market through here, right? We've had this point through here, this point through here, this point through, this point through here. And now you got all these sort of points all sort of squeezing up all through there. So if we can hold here for a little bit, nice little pause for a bit, and then start to get a bit of a drop, then this could actually start to see quite a nice fall. And looking at the very large pictures of this here, we could quite possibly, once we start to break, especially that level through there, we could quite possibly see oil come back down to here, right? Which makes sense because the good old Trumpy, and what's happening with the good old Trumpy and the drill baby drill, right? We've seen that all through there when it comes down to that. So another, the sister of all these markets is obviously the energy sector, and the energy sector is potentially setting up. We've got nothing yet, but we are definitely getting a very, very, very flattening period. The thing I really like about the energy sector is the energy sector is definitely forming this whole sort of pattern through there, as you can see through there, right? We really haven't been doing much all through here. Whenever we do get this period through here, when we do start to trend out of these levels through here, we start to get some really, really, really nice movement on the movement from there. So and then when this does start to trend, either up or down, no one knows, but we wait for the market to tell us when the trend starts, and that's going to give us a much better chance of having jumping on a nice successful trade for us. Unfortunately, that patience may have to be intact if you're looking at doing something with the oil market and the energy market, once again, maybe for another week or two, or for a few weeks, or for a month. And those who are impatient and running around like a madman around these markets are probably going to miss this opportunity when it does come around. But those who are patient, like myself, when we jump onto it, then you can start to generate do some really, really, really nice sort of numbers on really, really big trades when they do come around. They're just got to be patient and wait for those things to come around. And when they do, then those who can stop yourself from running around like a little madman and just say, okay, I need to relax, I need to be patient, right? Because that's the characteristics of a successful trader, right? We need to say, okay, there's no trades today, and that's what I'm going to do. And so that's what I want to share with you there today, traders. So traders, if you want some help, grab access to that free trading course, first link in the description. Or if you'd like to get access to me every single week for some coaching to help you out, then click on that second link in the description. That's to the inner circle, where you can get access to me every day and every week to make sure that I coach you, help you, and guide you through these markets, especially right now when a lot of people are getting destroyed.